Okay, you all come in, come in, come in. Hello, hello, hello. Hit the like, hit the share button. So I am not driving as I'm doing this live stream. So I will definitely be able to control any strolls that come through. But I want to now elaborate more while I'm not driving about quantum computer system, quantum financial system, especially with Google's new quantum chip Willow, right? That was state of the art, just released. I will show you all that. But before we get into that, you have to do your do now. Hit that like, hit that share button. And what will quantum computing, what would that mean for crypto, but specifically Bitcoin and XRP, right? Bitcoin and XRP, the two most talked about, maybe even the most controversial cryptocurrencies that there is. But again, you all come in, drop your city and our state. I've been collaborating and talking to someone from New Zealand who says that they do not use credit in New Zealand. So I'm like, okay, so how do you all borrow money? How do you borrow money? And I'm waiting on that answer. And while you all are coming in and building the audience, make sure that you hit that like button. Make sure that you are subscribed to me, subscribe to the channel so that you will receive notification whenever I go live. Because guess what? I am the point. I am the point. Whenever I go live, we're dropping knowledge and wisdom, and we're making people richer, not only spiritually, physically, but also financially as well. So we got Dark Wind checking in from Virginia. Thank you so much for checking in. We got Tony. I think Tony is out of Texas, if I'm not mistaken. Am I correct on that, Tony? Thank you for coming in. Also, 5 minutes of fame. We're at the 2 minute mark. If you want those XRP and Bitcoin tokens that's in the ecosystem, also decentralized financing, why I'm talking about that. The 4 large cap decentralized financing cryptos that would be in the DeFi space. You can text XRP to 331-444-5556. As the Fed lowered interest rate last week, however, we still see a higher rate in mortgages, right? For example, so this is where blockchain technology, decentralized financing is all going to come into play. And those 4 large cryptocurrencies that's under DeFi, guess what? During the 2021 bull run, they hit 4 and 5 figures. So imagine what they're going to do for bull run 2025 next year. All right, Tony from Texas. So I got Virginia and Texas checking in. Again, hit that like and share button. Make sure you subscribe. So let's get right. Oh, excuse me, my voice cracked. Let's get right into this. So we have Google, right? Google has released our December the 22nd. This is today's article that we're going to talk about the release of this article and Willow, Google's quantum computing breakthrough. What does it mean for the future of Bitcoin and other cryptos? Well, Willow reduces computation times, its speed, accuracy, provide hackers with the tools. This is the thing about quantum computers, right? They provide hackers with the tools that they need to unlock the algorithms that Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies are built on. So even though specifically, I'm going to show you all the security differences and likes of XRP and Bitcoin, because again, the most talked about, maybe the most controversial cryptos. I always say that XRP is not really crypto, it is technology, right? Big difference. But hackers, right, can have the tools to unlock the algorithms that Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies are built on, right? So what that means is traditional computing right now systems could take up to a year to give hackers this access and ability. Quantum computer can allow it for hackers within an hour. That's just how faster it is from traditional computing. So the speed and accuracy, but Google says, according to this article, that quantum computer is still 10 years away from quantum that can decode cryptocurrency. A new quantum safe cryptocurrencies may emerge. So let's talk about this, right? Let's talk about this. A new quantum safe cryptocurrencies may emerge. What does that mean? Well, this is just like when Bitcoin, for example, created a fork and they created Bitcoin Cash. So if you had Bitcoin that was in a public wallet, right? A public exchange, for example, then you automatically during the fork receive the Bitcoin Cash because Bitcoin began to do the upgrades then to provide a fork to protect against hackers, right? To be more secure. So that's one way that Bitcoin and in the future in the event that quantum computer happens before 10 years, let's say it's 5 years, because quantum computers have been talked about, or quantum energy has been talked about since the 1900s. It is nothing new, right? As the Bible says, there's nothing new under the sun. And 1990s is the conversation began to talk about, began to discuss more relevant than that. And so when I go over the Simpsons with you all, this is why. Let me show you a clip of this. This is why the Simpsons episodes, when they're saying "I am not a nerd," they are talking about or referencing to Bitcoin, right? Someone says we got to take profits. Well, if that scares you, I'm glad you said that. Let me. I think I'm moving too fast. If this scares you, let me elaborate more on quantum computer. Also, when it comes to Bitcoin and crypto quantum financial system, quantum computers will affect banks as well. There's a rush right now. The country that implements quantum computer, whether it be China, Russia, United States, there is a rush. The nation will rule the world. There's a race between China, IBM, which is on XLM network, wink, wink, throwing you hints there, subtle hints. Microsoft to be the first, and now we got Google that says they have Willow. So quantum computer is not just going to affect crypto; it is going to affect the banking system, where your cash, where you're going to take profits and move that money to, can be stolen and hacked as well. It's going to also affect your emails, banking transaction, email. So um, money being stolen, it is military communications, military communications. But the nation that does this, it is going to cost millions to not only implement quantum computer, but to continue to operate it. Quantum computers, the computers have to be stored in a zero cold, very cold temperature type setting. So it's going to take millions to not only operate this and implement it, but to maintain it, right? But to maintain it as well. And so, with that being said, I'm specifically tying this into crypto, but this is not just going to affect crypto. Quantum computers, they solve much faster, and it is a threat to today's cryptographic algorithm. If quantum computers could be developed, the real world reason that we own our crypto is simple, right? This is the banking system that we're owning crypto that we're trying to get out of, and that's the whole basis of Bitcoin in particular. Whereas XRP is going to collaborate and work and be the bankers' coins to the federal banks. This is the purpose of Bitcoin, to be outside of the banking system. Now, let's talk about Bitcoin and let's talk about this on The Simpsons, because this is all going to tie into. Now, Bitcoin has security system. One is called SHA-256. This is on the whiteboard of The Simpsons, and I know you all may ask me, well, why are we talking about The Simpsons? Well, The Simpsons have CIA writers, and they predictive program. They tell you ahead of time what the plan of the elite is. That's why we're talking about the Simpsons, right? And so in doing that, Bitcoin also have what's called ECDSA 256. That's the electric curve digital signatory algorithm. Signatory algorithm. So what that means in layman's terms and simple terms is if you have an exchange and you take profits, you cash out, or you send your Bitcoin to someone else peer to peer, once that transaction is out of that exchange, whether it be Coinbase, Uphold, crypto.com, now you've created what's called a digital signature, meaning that your address is on the public blockchain. And that's with any crypto. But Bitcoin has a twofold security, SHA-256 and ECDSA, elliptical curve digital signature algorithm. So this algorithm allow messengers to sign signatures or their transactions very securely again. So when you send it out, whether you're cashing out to your bank account, now your address is on the blockchain. Now, you may be asking or saying, well, what if I have a ledger? Unfortunately, ledgers can be hacked as well by hackers. So you want the top tier ledgers, but there are no ledgers right now. None. Nano, Tangent Wallet, none of them are what's called post-quantum secure, right? That's PQS. None of them are post-quantum secure, meaning that even though they are doing future developments, they're doing future development. None of these ledgers right now, your cold wallets, are protected against quantum computer at this time. Now, this is what happened. Now, this is the key difference between quantum computing and XRP and Bitcoin, for example. Bitcoin uses that signature algorithm that I talked about, ECD SA. It used that dash 256. The efficiency, the quantum resistance, neither Bitcoin or XRP or quantum resistance because both algorithms can be compromised through the advanced quantum computer systems. However, XRP also offers what's called a 256 bit security, a 256 bit security that's comparable to Bitcoin. The signature, I'm just going to say signature algorithm 256 of Bitcoin is comparable, but it's more modern, meaning it's more up to date and it's more efficient. It's more modern, it's more up to date, and it's more efficient than the ECDSA algorithm. Both networks provide strong, very strong security against those current threats. Right now, our banking system has no security against those current threats. So your cash is acceptable as well. Your cash is the military information, the emails. Hello for London. Thank you so much for tuning in from London. Again, thank you so much. And so let's get back to the Simpsons, right? And the famous whiteboard that I refer to in the Simpsons. And let me cut my closed caption on. So people, again, it's been around since 1900. And the only reason why I'm doing this live stream because people have been. Now, what you can do as far as, and let me switch screens right quick. What you can do is you can get what's called ECC secure against classical computer attacks wallets. You can get a classical ECC, and that's what's ECC? Elliptic. Let's see, elliptic curve cryptography, ECC. And someone said, so my Tangent wallet is useless. Well, no, because Tangent is the one that has the ECC, and that's against our current. It can be vulnerable, but it is secure right now against present day threats, you know. And so, with this being said, none of the wallets right now, no cold wallet, no hot wallet, you know, digital, physical. I saw my one of my Facebook followers said that, you know, people really need to understand, and I won't go into this rabbit hole, but he said they need to understand the difference between self custodial wallets, non custodial wallets, and why and custodial. I'm sorry, custodial, self custodial wallets, non custodial wallets. Excuse me, and custodial wallets. Now, self custodial means you have full control over your private keys. You are solely responsible for maintaining your cryptos. They don't rely on a third party for security, like a online digital wallet, like a MetaMask, for example. Now, custodial wallet is like on the exchange. It holds your private keys and it manages your funds on your behalf, and that will be like a SafePal or a MetaMask. Non-custodial wallets, they allow you to retain control over your private keys and transaction with no reliance on a third party. This would be like, you know, Ledger, you know, or even like Trust Wallet. Those are all on your phone, but they're different from MetaMask, right? So me personally, prefer the self-custodial wallet. That's just what I do, right? I want my control. I don't want as much as I can. I don't want things online, but you do have some really good um wallets that's online and self custodial that, you know, like MetaMask, SafePal. There are some things, Trust Wallet, that I do hold my cryptos in because my cold wallets or physical wallets may not be like NFTs. It may not be compatible to certain NFTs, meme coins, or cryptos that I hold. So I hope that makes sense for you all. So I have both, but just if you're doing online wallets, make sure that it is decentralized. This is where we get the decentralization of Bitcoin. This is why it's important. I got UK in, I have London in. Thank you all for tuning in. We got another Texonian, Texonian. I don't know, you guys, Texonian in. Exodus again, that's great as well. So you want decentralized. So now let's go back to this, and I hope this is helping you out a great deal. But the worst case scenario you can do is just have your crypto on an exchange. That means upholdcrypto.com, and you don't have it on any backup wallet. That's worst case scenario. I see so many people on social media, specifically Facebook, doing screen shares of their crypto or their crypto gains. And I'm like, this person has no idea that your wallet should have as least amount of money in it as possible. You should not have thousands and thousands of dollars on your public wallet. Those are the most vulnerable people, right? And so, well, there are some cases, Raymond, that you need your crypto. Like I said, NFTs, meme coin. Just make sure, you know, these cold wallets, physical wallets, you may not be able to transfer, but your main cryptos, the ones that's going to be, you know, utility cryptos, definitely should be offline in a physical crypto wallet. Um, okay, you're the one from New Zealand. Thank you. I'm waiting on your answer about credit. For thank you for coming in and being a subscriber and saying hello. All right, you all. So let's get to the Simpsons real quick.
I have been developing my own cryptocurrency. Oh, I have no idea what that means.
Can a nerd do that? I don't think so.
In cash of the future, not in your wallet, I'm in your computer.
If you'd like to learn more about how cryptocurrencies work. Here's
Boy, said I couldn't help but notice me. I have been developing my own cryptocurrency. Oh, I have no idea what that means.
Can a nerd do that? I don't think so.
Okay, so let me break that down. Frank Coin and The Simpsons is always Bitcoin, right? Frank Coin and The Simpsons is always Bitcoin. And so he said he's been developing his own cryptocurrency. He was the richest man. And where are The Simpsons at? Springfield, is that correct? And when I told you all on my other live stream that this represents the Flare network, we got the twins. The Flare is going to be the bridge of the cryptos. That these are the bankers' trucks that Flare, the motorcycle, is riding over, or more so bridging over, right? So this is the Phoenix on the gas pedal that lets you know XRP would be the fuel. So we have the XRP, which is Flare and XRP. The 13 dots on the headlight illuminated the 13 richest bankers that rule the world. Also on the back of our dollar bill in the United States, because I have people out of state, we have the 13 arrows on the eagle, the 13 feathers, the 13 colonies, right? So this is representation of our one world economic system. And then we have the twin that comes in, or the replacement after the bridge is made, that says, I'm not a nerd. So XRP developers, they look at Bitcoin as a nerd, Satoshi as a nerd type development, because he's incorporated SHA-256, the highest security right now that you can against hackers of Bitcoin, and the other signature algorithm 256 code, so a dual code. And so XRP and Flare are saying, hey, we're not a nerd, referring to Bitcoin. But again, closer to being cash of the future. Also, that algorithm on the whiteboard that the Simpsons was just so adamant. It was a town discussion, trying to break the code. Let me show you this. This is where we see this algorithm. Queen going in today. Thank you so much. Yeah, I give a whole lot out of knowledge and information. Thank you so much for that shout out. This is what Bitcoin algorithm has, SHA-256. This is saying this is secure. This is saying prove that it exists and that it's secure. This is Bitcoin, Litecoin, Dogecoin, Filecoin. This double arrow means that if one side, or if it's true for one, it is true for the other. This equation can solve if, hold on, let's look at the closed caption. Let's listen to it. This is Homer celebratory after he told Marge through the H bar. Note, representation of H bar, and H bar, speaking of that, is quantum resistance right now, has built-in quantum resistance. Charles Hoskins with ADA said he's continuing to developing that, as well as Algorand, and as well as Bitcoin as of right now, right?
This equation, if solved, could make all digital coins worthless, including Frank's.
excellent.
Okay, so he said this equation, if solved, could make all digital coins worthless, including Frank's. Frank coin is Bitcoin. So what they're saying is, if quantum computing and hackers can solve this equation, if they can crack the code, not only crypto can be stolen, but our banking system, military information, emails. So it's just not crypto people that can be affected. So, someone said, I'm a grown man, I still watch The Simpsons. It is best. Let's play this again.
Including Frank's.
Excellent.
Amazing, Professor, you win again. Ah, this is my phone.
So that's the splash, that's the wave, that's the ripple, right? We talked about casino coin. I also mentioned why they're gambling casino, and a champagne glass is going to fall from that helicopter. And I think about helicopter, I think about Kobe Bryant as well, with the Flare network. Now, what's going to happen if this quantum computer switch is flipped and the crypto, banking, military, email industry is disrupted? Well, I can tell you, yes, Bitcoin, cryptos, XRP, all of them are going to crash and take a dip. And guess what? If that happens, I'm buying more Bitcoin, because I know that Bitcoin has, specifically Bitcoin. Now, I can't say this about XRP, right? But Bitcoin has built-in future protection. Let me see, can I pull this up on my phone? For such an event to happen. In fact, Satoshi says SHA-256 is very strong. It's not like the incremental step from MDS to SHA-1. It can last several decades until there's some massive breakthrough attack. If SHA-256 become completely broken, I think we could come up to some agreement about the honest blockchain, about what the honest blockchain was before the trouble started. Lock that in and continue from there with a new hash function. So this was June 14, 2010. That Satoshi said Bitcoin would just have a new hash function. If the hash breakdown came gradually, we could transition to a new hash in an orderly way. The software will be programmed to start using a new hash after a certain block number. Everyone will have to upgrade by that time. The software could save the new hash, of all the old blocks to make sure a different block with the same old hash can't be used. June of 2010. So just like quantum computer has been, give me a second, working on this for a long time, so has Bitcoin. But again, quantum computer's been around since 1900s. It's been around. Will it happen? More than likely within a decade, which is just 5 years from now. But it's going to cost millions and millions to obtain. And the most that can be done at this point is to have private ledgers with high security. Again, Tangent does have advanced security for traditional banking. So Tangent is not a bad option as well. And let me go to Facebook real quick. One of my Facebook friends shared this with me again, but I'm going to reiterate this. Google has Willow. Okay, it's here, it's out. But at the same time, at the same token, okay, here we go. Give me a second. This is the whiteboard I want to show you all as well. It's a race between Microsoft, IBM, Google. So let me find it. This one I'm researching. My Facebook friend just showed me that one. And this one is called the Ledger Flex. And you receive $70 worth of Bitcoin with your new Ledger X. So I'm going to look at that security measures as well. I do not have Nano, no Ledger Nano, because Nano has already been hacked in the past through our traditional system that's in place. All right, so let's go. Last thing. Let's go back to the whiteboard.
And I think all cryptocurrencies subsequently, as they show us the formulas have been deciphered as the market is dropped and everyone's
Okay, there's another language, so I'm just going to cut that off and down. But the same thing, I told you this represents, since 2015, since A&P went bankrupt. This is Atlanta and Pacific, a tea company, a big grocery store chain that went bankrupt. It is saying this is secure, right? RCA is correct. I don't know what RCA means. Give me a second to see if I can pull up that picture on my phone. But that is saying RCA is correct. I would do more research and due diligence about RCA when it comes to that as well. And then we have, but A&P went zero. So it's saying that A&P, that grocery stores change, right, went to zero. It's saying we have Party City going out of business. We have traditional banking systems that go to zero. You all, that's the point that I'm making. That during this economic reset, we're going to have traditional banking, traditional business, and our traditional banking is will be affected as well through this, along with other things. So with that being said, now it is saying at the bottom, and this is just, my theory, my thought, that this pyramid represents the all-seeing eye that's on the back of our US dollar. On the top of the Egyptian pyramid that's on the back of the dollar, this is the all-seeing eye. The three dots that represent that as well. If I'm correct, RCA may stand for three inventors who introduced the public cryptographic algorithm in 1977. They were Rivis, Shamir, and Adelman. I may have butchered those names, but I'm Rivis, Shamir, and Adelman. They created cryptography algorithm in 1977. See, crypto is not new. And that's why I've been telling you all, I always go back to the future. If you watch Back to the Future, it has a lot of predicting about cryptocurrency as well. Someone says, yeah, Big Locks is going out of business. Thank you. Atomic Wallet got hacked 2023. So any wallet that got hacked, I'm not going back to, right? And so cryptographic was introduced by RCA in 1977, is widely used for secure data transmission, encryption, digital signatures, and to make anything authentic, right? To make anything authentic. Hold on, give me a second. And so it is saying the all-seeing eye. This is therefore the connection as well. If Bitcoin, Litecoin, Dogecoin, Filecoin, what was Q? What is QED? Because I just did a video on this yesterday as well. But then we have the box here, and we have the QED. Oh, quote erratic demonstration. That's Latin on the back of our United States dollar. Is Latin written as well. And I can't remember. I'm sorry. I just did, with all this going through my mind and all these mathematical formulas. So QED is at the end of a proof to indicate that a statement has been successfully demonstrated. So this is what we hear, or what we see here, right? That's what we see here. So that's all I'm saying. The only thing that you can do, you don't have anything to protect your banking system, your cash currency. And this A with the lines across right here, it's a mathematical symbol, is well referred to for all, universal qualifier. It means for all. So it's saying Bitcoin, Litecoin, Dogecoin, Filecoin is for all. It's for all, which was to be demonstrated. The all-seeing eye, this is for all, and all of these are for all to be demonstrated. So RSA is correct as well. Only thing you can do right now is get your best secure, and I know Tangent is high secure wallet. Tracer is good, and I just showed you all the other one that I'm looking into as well. But that's all you can do. I would not suggest that you not invest in crypto because of this, or that you cash out because your banking system. I mean, if you want to cash out, you can. I'm not the person to tell you what or what not to do. I'm not. This is not financial advice. Um, and then the backwards E right here, and here means that there is one. There is at least one, right? That there exists. There is at least one. That there exists at least one. And if you can see, it's right next to Bitcoin right here. So it says there is at least one that is secure, and this is talking about the 1977 cryptographic correctness. They're saying this is correct. So I know Bitcoin is correct. I know Bitcoin is secure. XRP, not so much, but let me tell you something. If XRP is going, and I don't know if 8 or midnight they're supposed to provide that security, is quantum resistance as of this live stream. I will give you all an update. You know, I'm going to research. I feel like a nerd. Matter of fact, I might as well put my glasses on. And you know, not that nerd wear glasses, no insult to people that wear glasses, but it takes a lot of decoding. And the thing about it, I hated math and science in school. I hated it. I did. Math, science. Now I love it when it comes to crypto and cryptography. I love studying Nikola Tesla. I love studying the past, present of money and finances and science to connect it with the future. I absolutely love it. So it's just the way that it's taught and presented right now to you all so that you can understand. But yes, Willow is here. And it's not just, you know, a threat or a potential threat against crypto, banking system, again, military databases, emails, anything. You know, your credit reports have been hacked several times. Equifax, TransUnion, information, social security numbers, hackers under the traditional system. And so World War III, as I've said before, is going to be a tech war. It's going to be a technology war. It is going to be a technology war. So you all, that's it. I've given you a wealth of detail. Just do me a favor. Hit that thumbs up. Make sure that you have your wallet secured. Make sure you subscribe to my channel to keep updated. And in fact, I spent the hour today moving some of my cryptos into my private wallet, my private ledger off of public exchange. Make sure you do that. Not your keys anyway, whether quantum comes in 5 years or not. Traditional hackers can get it. Not your keys, not your crypto. The only way it can be your keys if that you secure. So take time to do that with all seriousness, right? Protect your money, protect your future finances, protect your freedom, right? Protect your wealth. I love you all. Have a great rest of your day. Queen out.